Domain Dossier is a tool that generates reports from public records about domain names and IP addresses. While it can be a useful tool for many people, it can also be used for malicious purposes by hackers. In this article, we will explore how hackers can use Domain Dossier for malicious purposes and how individuals and organizations can protect themselves from these types of attacks. Domain Dossier is a tool that provides information about domain names and IP addresses based on publicly available records. This information can be useful for various purposes, including investigating cybercrime, resolving technical issues, and gaining a better understanding of how different systems are set up. The tool generates reports that include details such as the owner's contact information, hosting company, server type, geographical location of an IP address, and more. This information is obtained from the original sources at the time the report is requested, but Domain Dossier does keep copies in memory for up to 24 hours, so the information could be up to a day old. One of the key benefits of Domain Dossier is that it makes it easier for people to access and understand complex technical information. For example, if you're trying to resolve a technical issue with your website, you can use Domain Dossier to find out who the hosting company is, what type of server is being used, and where it's located. This can help you to better understand the problem and take the appropriate steps to resolve it. Another way that Domain Dossier can be used is for open source intelligence, OSINT, purposes. This refers to the practice of collecting and analyzing information from publicly available sources to gather intelligence and make informed decisions. For example, if you're investigating a cybercrime, you can use Domain Dossier to find out who owns a specific domain name or IP address, where it's hosted, and what type of server is being used. This can help you to gather important information about the cybercriminal and their methods. In addition to its technical uses, Domain Dossier can also be useful for conducting background checks on individuals or companies. For example, if you're considering doing business with a new company, you can use Domain Dossier to find out who the owner is, where the company is located, and what type of business they are involved in. This can help you to make informed decisions and avoid potential scams or frauds. One of the key features of Domain Dossier is its user-friendly interface, which makes it easy for people of all technical skill levels to use. The tool presents information in a clear and concise manner, allowing users to quickly understand the details of a specific domain name or IP address. Another important aspect of Domain Dossier is its accuracy. The tool is designed to provide the most up-to-date and accurate information possible based on publicly available records. This helps users to make informed decisions based on the most up-to-date information available. While Domain Dossier can be a useful tool for many people, it can also be used for malicious purposes by hackers. Hackers can use the information obtained from Domain Dossier to plan and execute attacks on individuals, organizations, or even entire systems. For example, a hacker might use Domain Dossier to find out the hosting company and server type of a target website. This information can be used to identify vulnerabilities in the website's security and launch a successful attack. Another example is that a hacker might use Domain Dossier to find out the geographical location and IP address of a target system. This information can be used to launch a targeted attack on the system, potentially compromising sensitive data. Finally, a hacker might use Domain Dossier to gather information about individuals or organizations, such as their contact information or business activities. This information can be used to launch social engineering attacks, such as phishing scams or identity theft. To protect yourself from these types of attacks, it's important to be aware of the information that is publicly available about you and your systems. You can use tools like Domain Dossier to find out what information is publicly available and take steps to remove or limit this information where necessary. Additionally, it's important to use strong passwords and to keep your systems updated with the latest security patches and software. Additionally, being vigilant against suspicious emails, phone calls, or other forms of communication can also help protect you from social engineering attacks. Conclusion: Domain Dossier can be a powerful tool in the hands of both good and bad actors. It's important to be aware of the information that is publicly available about you and your systems and to take steps to limit or remove this information where necessary. Strong passwords, regular updates, and vigilance against suspicious activity are just a few of the steps that individuals and organizations can take to protect themselves from these types of attacks. By understanding the potential dangers and taking proactive steps to protect ourselves, we can help ensure a safer and more secure online experience for everyone.